frame by haunting frame.
I remember a bathroom and spiders. I remember leaving the bathroom.
The memories are more like flashbacks.
I do remember a bedroom. I do remember a baseball bat. I do remember being at the front door trying to unlock the door.
For this St. Lucie County woman who we'll call Sue, they are flashbacks from the night her life changed forever. 2 years ago, Sue was out at a bar with a friend. Serving as a designated driver, she knew her friend had too much to drink.
I knew it was time to go home.
As they tried to leave, things took a turn.
She dropped, and I had to walk over her in the back door exit of the bar.
A male friend helped Sue bring her friend to the car.
I saw 4 clear tabs on his hand. As he grabbed my arm, he drugged me. It was enough drug to overdose me. He tossed me on my friend, who was on the floorboard of the back seat. Both paralyzed, our faces were face to face.
Sue says the rest is a blur.
The next thing I remember is being in the driveway, his driveway, in the passenger seat, throwing up and having the ambulance and police in my face.
The man assaulted and raped Sue and her friend.
I suffered from a frontal lobe fracture, a broken eardrum.
The attack so brutal, it partially took away her sense of hearing, smell, taste, and most importantly, her sense of security.
I innocently was a designated driver, but got in the way of his sexual relations with the girl I drove. So he got rid of me.
You guys ready to talk about sex?
Mindy Fetterman says Sue's story is more common than you think.
It's not something that is necessarily new or on the rise, but that it's always been here, and we want people to be aware of it.
That's the purpose of her Treasure Coast-based Inner Truth project. This is one of the bartender training sessions, a feature of their What's on Tap program. She says there is no magic formula used to spot potential assaults. The goal of these sessions is threefold: TAP, train, acknowledge, protect.
And that it's not just something that can happen in drinks, but it can also happen by contact through skin. It can happen through a piece of gum. But the more a staff talks about these things, the more likely they're going to be able to handle it in a stressful situation. So it's about being proactive instead of reactive.
The program is relatively new, just starting last month, but so far 25 bartenders have already been trained. Today, a new crop here at Tailgaters in Port St. Lucie having their eyes opened to the dangers. Spending the morning learning about the drugs out there, the forms they come in, and their effects.
And it was surprising, all the stories she told us that, have happened around this area. It wasn't.
Fetterman says not every bar is receptive to the training, as evidenced by one bar owner she spoke with.
He didn't want to get involved because he, didn't want to be somebody that was going to stop somebody from getting some action from that girl.
Fetterman says it's all about teaching bartenders to be a good bystander, cutting someone off when they've had too many and watching out for suspicious behavior. That kind of intervention may have made the difference for Sue and her friend.
This event could have been stopped. It could have been prevented if the bartenders just made it aware that they knew what was going on behind me. They knew drugs were in their bar. I am trying to move forward now, and that's all I could do is live one day at a time and teach others.